This is DJ STARSCREAM from the world-famous Slipknot, and you're watching the Drug Truth Network.
We're here at the Sam Houston Racetrack, reporting from the Mayhem Festival, and we're very pleased to be interviewing the number one, or should I say, the number 0 DJ on the planet, DJ STARSCREAM. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Mr. Wilson, if I may call you Mr. Wilson, how is the tour going?
It's been going rough. It's a lot of hard work. I broke my heels at the first show, so the tour's been going in a wheelchair.
Well, this interview is going out to the Drug Truth Network. You know a little bit about us now, and we all know from your antic stage performances that listeners can't see it, but I see you rolling around here in the wheelchair. That damage to your heels has been very difficult on you, right?
Yes, I've been instructed to stay off my feet for the next 2 to 3 months, and then rehabilitated walking afterwards.
Now, tell us about yourself, if you would, your influences, the beginning of your musical career.
I'd say a lot of it was my parents playing music such as the Stones and the Beatles and James Brown or Otis Redding as a small child. Being in a generation that got to see MTV air for the first time, from snow on the television to the actual happening of it. And then seeing something like that and realizing that I wanted to be an entertainer.
You know, I see from the crowd, just seas of people here to participate in this Mayhem event. You were talking about the MTV scenario, if you will, and it has enabled you guys to reach out and attract just volumes of people, seas of people, right?
Yes, at first MTV was a hard one for us. We didn't get a lot of play or airplay or even radio play, but as time has moved on now, they've accepted us more. They've had more time to really examine what the band is about and not really what they just think it is about. And we're getting nice airplay now from MTV, finally. It's taken quite some time to reach the masses, but through all of our maggots out there coming and being dedicated to our concerts, we've overcome that.
All right. Now, you know, it's said that Edgar Allan Poe used to take opium before writing some of his great works, and the Beatles supposedly used LSD while producing the Sgt. Pepper's album. Has the use of any such medications influenced your writings or your performances?
I do like a good glass of port. Or of the green substance is nice from time to time. And, I don't know, everything else was in a younger childhood for me. Now a good can of oil seems to do me well.
Right, and, you know, like most of the presidential candidates, they all had their dalliances in their youth, but they suddenly became good enough to be elected. You know, I think every person... Go ahead. You had a comment?
No, I was just thinking of the comment.
I think every person in America has had a situation where a friend or a family member has either gone to jail or otherwise had their life impacted by the drug war. Last year, 1.9 million Americans were arrested for having plant products in their pocket, and probably including thousands of your fans. What's your perception on the drug war?
I know there's a lot of people out there doing far worse things, such as kidnapping, murder, child molestation, things that seem to be a little more important to take care of. War, people dying in other countries, the abuse of the planet's blood, the oil.
Excuse me. Your latest CD, King of the Jungle, is just being released, hitting the shelves. Tell us about your new CD on N2O Records.
The King of the Jungle will come out in September. There are various reggae dancehall artists on various tracks, which in turn have important messages for everyone to examine and take to heart, such as, Rock the World is a good one to listen to, or Beam Around the World, and it's basically just a good vibe type of album, half mashed up with metal and punk, and the other mashed up with reggae, famous reggae dancehall artists such as Mr. Vegas and others. It is more of a drum and bass and jungle-driven album. As for the last album, had a variation of every style of music that I like to do. This one concentrates mainly on my first love of DJ music, jungle.
Now, your name, DJ STARSCREAM, comes from one of the Decepticons, if I'm right, Transformers' enemy. How does that tie into your music?
The first scratch I learned was called the Transformer Scratch. Was so named by Jazzy Jeff. First done by DJ Spinbad, taken by DJ Cash Money, and perfected. DJ Jazzy Jeff doubled the timing of it to make it extremely faster. It sounds like the noise that comes from the machines when they transform from planes into robots or vehicles into robots. The sound is very, very similar, thus him naming it the Transformer Scratch. This is the first scratch I had learned, so I named myself after my favorite Transformer, Starscream, who was often overlooked in the cartoon and was not listened to, even though he had the correct plan, since never listening to his plans and following Megatron's plans, they always failed in their missions.
Right. The lyrics in some of the Slipknot's new songs, All Hope Is Gone, certainly seem political. Can you tell us a little bit more about that, and perhaps how that has influenced the music, the current political situation?
It's hard to say. For this album, there was very much separation within the band, so a lot of the creative process happened separate and not together. As far as what political views that Corey has put into the lyrics, I trust his opinion and his view. We have the same views on many of these topics, so all I can say is that the new album definitely was a very dark album for a dark time on this planet.
Very good. What is your future? I mean, you guys are rolling along. You have Slipknot. You're doing your DJ STARSCREAM work. You guys can just keep doing this for years, I suppose.
I guess for as long as any of us are alive. I'm taking steps to stay to about the age of 310, as you can see.